As the world fell, each of us in our own way was broken.
If you're looking for the Furiosa ending explained, then you've come to the right place. We've got everything you need to know about the action-packed finale right here, including how the events of the prequel movie lead into Mad Max Fury Road. Naturally, that means there are plenty of spoilers below, so consider this your spoiler warning. If you're not up to date on the Furiosa ending, then turn back now.
Promise me you'll find your way home.
The Furiosa ending kicks into gear when Dementus stages an ambush for Furiosa and Praetorian Jack. While Jack is able to survive the ambush, both he and Furiosa are hunted down by Dementus and his crew. In the car chase, a grisly maneuver totally crushes Furiosa's arm.
That wasn't hope, that was instinct.
After Jack and Furiosa's car crashes, Dementus orders Jack dragged in the dirt behind some motorcycles and has his once-adopted daughter strung up by her mangled arm to watch. It's not shown explicitly on screen, but it seems Jack succumbs to his injuries. Furiosa, meanwhile, is able to escape, leaving her severed arm behind.
Where are you going? So full of hope!
Furiosa makes it back to the Citadel. We're then told that the 40-day Wasteland War breaks out, and it looks like a brutal, bloody struggle. Furiosa, meanwhile, makes herself a fancy prosthetic arm, cuts her hair short, and procures herself a car. She sets off in pursuit of Dementus.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Though Dementus does his best to lose her in the desert, Furiosa catches up with him eventually. He realizes she's his long-lost daughter during their confrontation, but tells her that it's hate and not hope motivating her. We're shown the different ways Furiosa might have killed Dementus ultimately, though it seems a still-alive Dementus ends up part of a tree grown from a seed Furiosa's mother gave her and told her to plant someday.
I'm Furiosa!
What does Furiosa do with Dementus? At first, it seems Furiosa has shot Dementus in the back of the head, but then we're shown an alternate version of his death that involves dragging him behind her car or tying him to a dead tree. It turns out, though, that Furiosa planted the seed from her mother inside of Dementus, and the tree has grown up through him. He's still alive, though it doesn't look like a pleasant existence.
Give me this promise.
Who is Furiosa helping at the end? At the end of the film, Anya Taylor-Joy's version of Furiosa is replaced by Charlize Theron's, and we see her leading some women to the war rig. This is part of Mad Max Fury Road, in which Furiosa rescues Immortan Joe's wives from captivity. What is the outcome of the 40-day Wasteland War? We're not directly told how the war ended, but we can assume that, since Dementus is well and truly dealt with, Immortan Joe ended up winning. In Mad Max Fury Road, he still has control of the Citadel after all.
The darkest of angels.
Does Furiosa ever reunite with her family? Furiosa finally finds her people again in Fury Road. Sadly, though, the green place no longer exists by the time she finds them, but in the end, she takes the Citadel for herself and the liberated wives.
No shame in hate. It's one of the great forces of nature.
Will there be another Mad Max movie? Nothing has been confirmed so far, but director George Miller has spoken before about ideas for another film. I've often speculated when we see Furiosa go up to the Citadel on that platform at the very end of Fury Road and nod goodbye to Max, who wanders to the wasteland. I often think, what does she do? Sitting up at the top of the dominant hierarchy, Miller told us recently. Does she fall into the trap that most revolutionaries do? You know, yesterday's hero becomes tomorrow's tyrant, which is classic in storytelling. We'll just have to wait and see.
Start your engines!
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates and deep dives into your favorite movies and shows. Until next time, keep the engines roaring.